What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to more Oddsparks, an automation adventure. Okay, I think I left off last time with trying to figure out how I wanted to feed in, a separate line into this thing, and so we're gonna figure that out. First, let's take this and let's go ahead and move this over here for now. We're gonna go ahead and delete this path for now. And we'll leave these guys, I don't know, we'll just get rid of this path for now. That's fine. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and also move these just a little out of the way here. That's fine. Can't move this, unfortunately. This tree might be in the way. So let's get rid of that. But I would like to keep this fed as well. Not like I really need to keep it fed, but I don't know, at this point it just seems like I should for some reason. But we're going to go ahead and set up two paths. Two paths for this. So I'm going to go like this. And this will hopefully make sense in a moment. We're going to go like this. We're going to take one of these, put it here. Actually, swap that. That's going to drop wood off there. So after it drops wood off here, it's going to then take the excess wood, drop it off here. We're going to have a spark here to grab and put into here. So let's throw a couple here. I think we had, I don't know, four will be fine. You should probably put it in multiples of how many need to be dropped off. So this needs, I think, 2. Was it 2 minimum? No, it needs 5. Okay, so we should probably have 5 on this line. That's okay. And then from here, we're going to need another of these. We're going to grab from here, I think, put a path like that. And there's probably a better way to do this. But we're going to set that up, and then we're going to drop these off here. And they should work that way. Oh wait, no, hang on. I gotta swap this around. So, swap that around. There we go. Okay, which means I need to swap this one around as well. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's not pretty, but whatever. I'm sure we could do things with, like our logistics gates and stuff like that. Let's see. So that'll block the path if you choose to do so. An item filter. I could probably set it up on a single line with an item filter setup. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I think I would rather set that up if I want to have a whole bunch of things on a line. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how some of this stuff works. Same with the crossing. Yeah, we'll have to figure all this stuff out. But, yeah. I think that works for now. This guy's probably full of timber, so that's why it's not producing anything anymore. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. There we go. 100 will probably be just fine. And those will go. Okay, let's see. Rockman was saying in the comments that my loggers or something like that weren't working. And the reason why they're not working, I suppose I should make mention of this, is because they're on a single path, and if the output and all that stuff doesn't work, then it's not going to actually fill up, which it's funny. Oh no, he's talking about the fact that I didn't have some guys on here, which is also pretty funny because it's all full regardless. So even if I do put a couple sparks in there, it's not going to matter, but let's go ahead and put some sparks in there. So, yes, Rockman, you were right. I am an idiot. Alright, let's go ahead and get a couple of these dudes. I could actually speed up the production of how quickly wood is manufactured if I put some crafty sparks in here, but I don't think I need to worry about that right now. Where'd my other little guy go? There he is. Okay. Well, it's producing now, but this line is completely full. So why aren't you guys doing anything? You... I guess you're just full of wood panels? Yeah, you're just full of wood panels. Okay. Well, we can grab some of those. Get this line kind of up and moving again. I could also just put more barrels down to get a larger surplus, but we're probably going to end up using some of these materials regardless. So that's okay. Okay, now a distiller. I didn't actually take a look at how this functioned just yet. We could take a look at that, though. Let's put it over here. So, what do you need? I'd probably want to put it, like, here, actually. Let's just put it there for now. Okay, so you can only do pellet refining, which I don't have any pellets, which is a little bit of a shame. But, yeah, we could set something like this up. It should be fine. So, let's just do that. That will be fine. And as far as this is concerned, you don't really need an input of etheric pellets just yet. So, put a couple of you guys in here. And, yeah, I guess we're going to need more stuff. But anyway, how are we doing for our quests? Okay, we gotta turn this in, so let's go do that. Should be fine. Oh, I didn't actually put these things back. Let's put these things back. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just leave those right there. Okay. We could actually start powering that, that teleporter, which isn't a terrible idea. But for now, let's turn in this quest. Merchant stares at you in disbelief as you recount your efforts to take down the Bielephant. Their eyes flicker left and right as they try to mentally connect things, and finally they look at you. I need to talk to the mayor about this. I don't think you or anyone else in this village understands what this means or how outsiders could interpret this. You've made something that can manufacture an army. Saving grace is they're not particularly capable, but in the wrong hands they're already capable enough. I'll have to take care of this. You can go. I have a lot of letters to write. At least 4 letters. 4 letters like O-H-N-O. Okay, and I don't think I had anything to turn in here. Okay. Don't have a quest for you. Your quest was sawn timber, which I've got some. Not exactly enough, but I did grab enough of these. So let's go grab some timber, and we will be back. That should be very easy for us to get our hands on. This is moseying along. Here, I'll just grab all that. Okay. Undoubtedly, we're going to need more as far as manufacturing and creating things. Right. There we go. Actually, dropped off a little bit more than I needed to. Okay. Alright. Such a hard worker, dearie. Thank you so much. I'll put this to good use and fix up a few things around the village. We'll just need your sparks to add the finishing touch. Construction site is ready for them. Okay. High in the sky, level 3 trophy. Nice. Oh. Jeez, where'd you guys come from? Okay. Taylor. Just gotten my hands on something quite exciting. Please take a look. Oh, cool. More flags. Or, no, not flags. These are tops. Very nice. Cool. Craftsman. Been crafting up a storm. Oh, that's not your hair. That's a child. Take a look at our new decorations. Okay. Nice, nice. Pillow. I don't think I need to really worry about this too much. Decorative area to showcase sparks. Huh. Oh, that's what we use the etheric residue for. At least one of the things we can use it for. That's cool. I'll probably look into that a little bit later. Alright, what else have you got for us? Hello, dearie. I've heard that you started exploring closer and closer to the mountains. I know I've said it before, but please do be careful out there. Since you're going up there, we should find someone who's knowledgeable about stonework and such. We should build some stoneworking facilities to show we're interested in, well, all things stone. Okay. Tree bark, wood panel, stone. Still don't know how to get tree bark yet. But we'll accept it, obviously. It's quite a lot of things, so you need to rest yourself. It's good to take breaks. So, how do I get tree bark, I wonder? I haven't picked up any yet. Oh, you know what? If I had to hazard a guess, I would probably say it's from the forest spunny burrows. Okay. So the merchant was bothering me about getting your sparks to make something useful instead of just raw materials like the sawn timber and wooden panels. But the problem is that we need a new building if they need to actually assemble something. Sawbench won't cut it this time. Get it? Get it? I get it. I get it, woodsman. Okay, deliver wooden panels. Okay, that should be easily achievable. We just have to go and visit our wood panel production. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You have more logistics stuff for us? Huh? Quartermaster. I have some ideas. I think they'll be very useful. Counter and one-way. Huh. Build item filters. Transport sawn timber and wood panels. Okay, so the item filters I'd already set up don't count. Or wait, no, actually I didn't set up item filters. I set up pathing logistics. Okay, well, researcher, what have you got? Yes, come here. I finally found some of my old research notes. Unfortunately, they're not very readable. For some strange reason, there are some footprints on them, but we won't let that stop us. So from what I can gather, there are 3 shrines out there left in the woodlands. One with a statue that resembles a bean. A bean? A bowl-looking statue, and a statue shaped like a knife. That means 3 new sparks for you to find and for me to replicate. Some of those notes are a little mixed up, so I think it's best if you can give me the materials for all 3, and then I'll research them all at once. Good things come in threes, you know. Okay, Choppy, Carry, and Loamy sparks. Crafty spark, we need 40 of those. A bunch of wood blades and a bunch of fertilizer. So, wood blades we're working on right now. Alright. You know, it's funny, one of my old inventions was a bean bowl knife. It contained a meal and all the utensils you need to eat it all in one package. Just too far ahead of its time, I suppose. You know what? I like the way you think, researcher. A bean bowl knife. Gotta see one of those in action. So here's the blocker. You can open it and close it. And then they'll walk across here. Reverse filter. That means it won't allow it. So if it won't allow it, will they just turn around? No, it's just walking. Oh, yep, there it goes. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. Well, we already did our sawn timber, which is good. Then we need to do item filters. So item filters are going to be pretty easy. We can set one of these up here. Then all we have to do is just slap a wood in there, and there you go. That's an item filter. I can do the same thing over here. These obviously aren't going to be like super functional or anything, but they're going to be able to do stuff, I guess. this here. And then you're going to be for wood. Okay, there you go. Yeah, not exactly the most functional, but that's okay. Wood panels. We've got a fair amount here. Let's just grab all those. Okay. Now, I could set up this guy to actually be functional. Let's get a splitter here. And let's get a path going this way. Forgot to set up the path completely. There we go. And then we'll probably need some more of you guys on this path just to help with that. And so they'll start to throw some fuel in here. Oh, what happened? You got stuck, huh? It's probably because of this filter. Then you need to get filtered? No. There we go. Just needed to, like, reconnect the path and where it was going. Okay. So, is this at a constant flow here? It looks like it. Alright, so now we can teleport to that little waypoint, because it's active. Not too bad. I don't think that'll impede our gathering and sending and whatnot too much. I guess I could set it up so that it's a drop-off instead of a split path for them to walk on, but at the same point, it really doesn't matter because they're keeping this thing constantly filled anyway. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's not get too crazy over efficiency at this point, because we're going to get better tools for some of this stuff later. Okay, so we're done. We don't need to drop anything off. Yeah. Finally, we can figure out how many sparks can fit in a path. Okay. What do you mean? Placed on a path, this path add-on counts the items passing by from one direction. Placed on a path, sparks can only pass the sign in the specified direction. That's fine. I'm kind of curious about this counter. Okay, what do you got? Quartermaster, the stumpy spark reminds me of my little brother. He used to follow me around, stuck to me like a spark. He's a rancher now. Let's make a spark pin, like an animal pin, but for sparks. Okay. And I don't have enough timber, unfortunately, but I definitely have enough wood panels. So let's go get some. Oh, I should drop you off. I'm gonna get rid of these leaves. I'm tired of looking at them. You can take those. You'll do your thing. Yeah, we'll need a... Yeah, just one on this path will probably be fine. I don't need to have a super crazy fast production of shards and delivery and whatnot. Okay, so we need the timber. Thankfully, we've got at least some here. Alright, so you're not getting a whole lot in terms of delivery of wood. So that'll inherently slow down until this fills up. Now, next question. Okay. I was going to see if there was a way to disable the count on this, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. Which, it is what it is. I mean, I guess technically if I wanted to limit how many were in here, I could do something like this. Oops. Yeah, and then it would be... Or no, actually, they'll probably just keep adding on to these, so that probably doesn't matter. Ah, whatever, I don't know. Maybe there's a way we can get a container that we can limit its size if we so choose. Who knows? Who knows, indeed? I don't knows. I know we'll eventually get some sparks that can carry more than one item, so that's going to definitely help with some of our production and whatnot. Alright, I'll take these two.
Yeah.
It works. It doesn't hold a lot, but it does the job. They seem happy. Okay. Got a spark pin now.
Ha.
I have one more idea. You need to throw sparks to show them where to go, but that takes time, and you're busy. I think if we build something that can throw like you, the sparks will get the idea. Let's make a building that can throw sparks. Gently. Spark thrower. That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, maybe the sparks do like being thrown. They make some pretty fun noises when they get thrown, so... Maybe. I guess the only other thing I could do to up the production of this would just be to add more sparks, but they're kind of getting stuck behind here, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Spark pen. Small building to hold your sparks. Whatever. Not going to think about it too hard. Alright, what's going on here? You got stuck behind the filter, looks like. I don't actually know what's going on here. Is it not letting them through because they don't have wood? That's entirely possible. Whatever. This was entirely unnecessary for us to have anyway, so that's okay to get rid of. Okay. Serves me right. I'm trying to do unnecessary things. How dare I? Okay, we still haven't installed the compressor just yet. I have no idea where that new thing was. Okay. Let's keep running. Alright, so we need to set up... Would it be in a saw bench? I don't know, let's take a look. No, it's not in the saw bench. Alright, let's take a look at the quests again. What did you need? Okay, this is wooden panels, so, okay. We need wooden panels. I've got plenty. Let's go turn those in. Here, I'll, teleport. Okay. Let's go turn in these. Perfect. For now, this wood workshop can only make some wooden blade. Not good for much other than training and household uses, but it's a start. If the merchant complains about wanting something more useful, well, they can figure that out themselves. Sweet. I've had a thought. If the sparks can assemble items, maybe we can get them to refine something more challenging. Hopefully I'm not barking up the wrong tree. Okay. You want loamy sparks? That's going to get us tree bark. Okay, so we got to find the loamy sparks, apparently. Alright. Well, I was wrong about the forest spunny burrows, but it is what it is. What's up? I've tasked woodsmen to come up with something for the sparks to assemble. I was hoping that maybe we can get your sparks a wooden blade. Maybe they could cook something. But, of course, most of them don't even have arms. Very frustrating. However, I've seen the workstation that the woodsman built. It doesn't exude finesse, but certainly we can make something out of this. Let me show you my blueprints. Fertilizer. Aye, finally a use for the the leaves. Good. I know we're gonna need fertilizer for stuff, so all right, let's go get started on wooden blades. Now, what do we need for these? Okay, I just need some more timber. That's okay. I almost don't even need this thing anymore. Ah, whatever. I'll just keep it there. I don't care. You guys are continuing to hum along. Good. I guess what I could do is set up another logger and have another facility for creating just general wood. Yeah, let's clear some of this out. I think I'm going to need more Bielephant carapace. That shouldn't be too hard for us to find, though. At least I wouldn't think. Can't do anything about this other tree. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need another Bielephant carapace. It's okay. We can get it all taken care of and situated. We just gotta find ourselves a Bielephant. Or a Bielephant corpse. I think we've got some places we could find some of those. Lots of rocks. I know I'm going to need some of those, so not a terrible idea to start throwing these guys out here. Good job, guys. Oh yeah, I didn't use the little rush ability. Look at that. I'm sure that's gonna do something later on. Little ping. But yeah, we've got this little square ability. It just sends them in a direction, and then they'll just do anything that they need to in that direction. Can be useful. Although it looks like it excludes picking things up. Which presents its own problems, but that's okay. Okay, that should get us a decent amount of rocks. Yeah, 25, that's fine for our current purposes. I need to find a live or dead Bielephant. We also need to explore the last little bit of the forest here so we can find the other shrines. I've only found the crafting shrine. So, yeah, we should probably explore a little. Now, I don't know if there's like another section of the forest past this rocky area, this mountainous area. So that's a possibility. Yeah, I already came through here. Could just kind of follow the mountain. That's waypoint 2. There's the little mantis stag things. I ended up avoiding them last time. Ah, what are you? Loamy Spark Shrine. Just like the others, the shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. As expected, it spits out a new, strange creature into your arms. The shrine registers that a loamy spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. Loamy spark wiggles its leaf, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, with a puff of magic, the spark turns into a familiar wooden disc. You place it in your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states it is now fully operational and ready to be assigned sparks. Cool. One-use special spark that regrows the local plants where it's thrown. Oh, that's interesting. What do you need to make those? Fertilizer and shards. Okay. One-time use, huh? Interesting. Okay, well. Oh, I should read this too. It's amazing how nature seems to not care. It still thrives even with all this corrupted aether around. I've noticed that some trees have grown huge due to the high level of background aether. However, some parts are barren because of me. Running the workshop and creating the sparks require a lot of wood. I'll have to create something to deal with this. I need to be able to replenish and reforest the area. I won't make the same mistakes and make things worse by my touch. Again, he said. Okay. So, we still have to find the Choppy sparks. I remember them from the demo. They were cool. No, Beelephant corpse here. And or Beelephant live body. So we'll just keep looking. Arty spark. Ancient rune glows lightly under your touch, and the carvings on the stone begin to shift. Test start. Attempting to create. Test failed. Okay, we need machine range 3 apparently. Arty spark. Huh. That's new. That is a brand new spark I have not seen. So that's fun. I wonder what an Arty spark is for, huh? What do you guys think? What do you think an Arty spark is going to be for? Something involving paint or colors, or maybe it's another single-use kind of setup, like the loamy spark. No Beelephants, no Beelephants. Alright, now we're kind of back into territory I've been in. So, I guess let's continue. Oh, there's a Beelephant. How about that? So let's see here. Go! Yep. Yeah, it's fine if they decide to do the little... that one thing. Yeah, that move. Because I can just summon them back to me. Probably before it attacks. Got him. Right. Well, we can make another thing. You know, I should probably mark on the map that this is where a thing can be found. You know what? Let's put down a signpost right here. And we'll put... You know what? Fine, I'll put the plushie right there. I'm not going to probably display it, so that's fine. Okay. And so now I've got a little signpost telling me that there's a Beelephant that spawns here. Good for us. So this is episode 4, by the way. Oh, here's the carry spark. Just like the other shrines, the shrine whirs into life. As expected, it spits out a new strange creature into your arms. The shrine registers that the carry spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. Lovely. Carry Spark rears on its hind legs, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, you already know it. With a puff of magic, the spark turns into a familiar wooden disc. Place it in your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states it's now fully operational and ready to be Science Sparks. Okay. Worker Spark that carries more than one item at a time. You can fit a lot of soup in that bowl. I like soup. Alright, you require Stumpy and Sawn Timber. That is not too bad. I wonder if we could parlay our current setup into this. Because I'm pretty sure our Spark workbenches can do this, unless we need to finish that other task first from the researcher before we can do that. Yeah, we need to finish this task first. So we can deliver the loamy, the carry, we just need to find the Choppy Spark Shrine. And then we turn in the other stuff. Okay. So after this point, we need to get started on making the fertilizer and the blades. So we'll work on that too. So let's kind of explore the forest a little bit more. Hopefully we'll find that other thing we're looking for, which is the Choppy Spark Shrine. Can't squeeze through there. So, explore this little bit of forest. If you start a new game, it'd probably be a good idea to explore your forest in its entirety. Inventory's full. My inventory! No! It's so full. Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to explore the forest before you really get started in the game. That way you can kind of have a good idea of what you're working with for your environments and whatnot. Hey, here it is. Alright. As expected, spits out a strange new creature into your arms. Lovely. Choppy Spark bows its head, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything can be done... Poof. You know, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is a good offense one. It can chop down larger trees and do a bunch of other stuff involving cutting. Okay, you require wooden blades and Stumpy Sparks. Nice. Okay, well, we gotta get wooden blades up and running. But you know what? That's okay. That is A-okay. So before I end this episode, we gotta figure out where we want to set up our next little wood creation facility. If wooden blades are going to be where we're going to be focusing, I'd want at least 2 trees, I think. We could set it up here in front of this facility we already set up. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it there. We can always move stuff around if we so choose. So let's go ahead and get started on some of that. Okay, here we are. It's pretty clear, mostly. We could just kind of send some of our guys out here. Of course not. Of course not. So is it based on where they deploy from? Yeah, it is from where they deploy from. Okay. So I could probably have to move like way over here. And then there we go. Inventory is super full. Okay. Let's see here. How do I not have enough? Blah. Don't have enough. Wanted to put down another shed just to drop some stuff off before I get started with some of this work. So let's put that down. Let's Let's do that for now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to need another carapace to get that going. That's okay for now. You know what? I've only got one crafty spark right now, huh? Well, better than nothing, I guess. It's still 75 a minute. That's pretty good. It's not like the 90 a minute that the other one did, but that's okay. Alright. So... Okay, from here we're going to need saw benches, wood workbench. Yeah, we're going to need more timber, which probably going to need... I don't know how many of these we're going to need. Probably want to have a little bit more space behind it, right? So let's set it up here. Let's set up 2 of them for now, I'm thinking. Okay. You guys are obviously going to make sawn timber. Set 10 of you guys up for now. And I gotta get some more crafting sparks. Gotta get some more crafting sparks. Yeah, definitely gotta set more of them up. But anyway, that, I think, is gonna do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. Hopefully I can keep this, you know, pace up as far as videos are concerned. I'm really enjoying my time with this, though. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.